Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Captain Nosh here, and today we're going to be looking at a replay which I had in one of my streams. It's on the AMX 5120 and it's on a map called Live Oaks. Now Live Oaks isn't really one of my favorite maps in this game because I don't really understand the meta in how people play this map. There are two playstyles that I know of. The first one is the infamous rail push down here in the 6, 7, 8, and 9 lines. And the other push would be the town. Now, just I think a couple years ago, the town push was considered one of the most dumbest thing in this game. But for some reason, something changed in the map, which made the town a viable flank again. But back then, if you were to push into town from any of the two flanks, from any of the two camps, any of the two bases, it was always seen as like, a losing move. But for some reason lately, going to town seems to be the winning move. But anyway, there's no artillery in this game, so I could have easily gone south, but I decided to go to the town because I'm in an AMX 5120, and something about the AMX 5120 is that you do not want to be exposed, or you don't want to be in a position where people can easily shoot you. And that's the reason why I opted to go to town instead, because in the town there are a lot of hard covers. I can take cover, I can take cover in, behind the building. I can hide around the corner. And the AMX 5120, being an autoloader, is actually more of a peekaboo fighter. It's not really the kind of tank that, would just run into a tank and then start shooting all out. It's really more of this kind of playstyle, waiting for tanks around the corner and finding shots into their weak spots. And the AMX 5120 is a very good assassin. This tank gets a 4-shell autoloader that does 400 damage each shell, which gives you a potential damage of 1600 for every clip, provided that you do not miss or bounce any of the shells. Now, doing 1600 damage at tier 9, at anyone for that matter, can easily cripple anyone. I can one-shot this Tiger 2 here, who is right in front of me. If he was on the enemy team, I can easily just kill him with the 4 shells. And that's the good thing about the AMX 5120, but as you can see, this tank is really, really big. And something about French autoloaders are that they do not really have the best armor, so you tend to be a moving piñata all the time. Now I see the E75TS here is pushing into my team, so I hit him with the lower plate. The WZ crosses over the ridge line there, which allows me to put a hit on him as well. Now I see the wheel tank. I tried to put a shot on him, but he's just a little bit too fast. So I tried to find a better angle to shoot him at, and I wait for him, and we hit him. So that's good. Wheel tanks are the most annoying things to fight in this game because of how ridiculously fast they are. I think the Lynx 6x6 can go as fast as 80 kilometers per hour, which is crazy in World of Tanks. And it's the reason why a lot of people are not really happy with wheel tanks, because they're just, they play a lot like annoying cockroaches, like annoying pets, pests that you can't kill. So I'm going for a reload here. As you can see, the reload is a little bit slow at 33 seconds, and that is why you don't want to be exposed. Now I find the Lorraine here. I just reloaded in time, so I shoot him in. I tracked him, and my team kills him with a lovely double tap. He loses 800 HP in a split second. Now I have 3 more shells in my drum, so I start going after these 2 here in the ridge line. I actually want to kill the WZ, but I'm trying to look for a better angle to hit him. The Object 703 counts as well, so I leave the WZ-111 to him. Instead, I put all of my shells on this 777 here. I didn't manage to hit the last shot. I was a little bit too slow, but the SU-130 almost hit us as well. That was very lucky. I don't want to get hit by an SU-130 because that thing can do 1,000. That thing can do 520 damage per shot, and I'm not willing to lose 520 health. I'm not willing to lose that much HP here right now because we are in such a tight position. Right now we are at 5-7, but our hit points disadvantage is nearly 5,000 as well, so we really need to conserve our HP if we want to win this battle. Now we know where the Yeg Tiger is, and there he is. A while ago he hit us, but we managed to bounce him off. Our tracks ate the damage. Now I return the favor to him and I shoot him in the side. We do damage him, which is good. So he's now hiding behind the house there. Now I have a really good vantage point here to defend the base, but one thing you would notice about the AMX 5120 is that it doesn't really have the best gun dispersion values. So what happens is that when you start sniping with this tank, you end up not being able to hit the much needed shells, which gets pretty annoying. So I decided to go for a reload there because I only had one shell anyway, and in an autoloader, you don't really want to be in a position where your magazine isn't fully reloaded unless you have a reason to not reload. Maybe you're going after the final kill, which is a one shot, and you don't have the luxury of time to go for a full reload, then by all means, you know, you can stick with one shell. But in this kind of position where you have the luxury to reload, you should really take the opportunity to go for a full reload whenever you can, because that is the only way you can keep your tank, especially your autoloader tank, very into the game. You know, the moment you do not have a full clip and you're not really going to be shooting anytime soon, you are basically being very useless. Once again, we see how terrible the gun handling can be when you're sniping, but finally we managed to hit a shot there after missing 7 times. Now, missing 7 times in World of Tanks in an autoloader that takes 33 seconds to reload 4 of such shells, that basically meant I wasted 1 minute worth of reload. That was a very painful thing, but as you can see, we're still having a monster game anyway. My teammate actually did a good job of holding them back there, but he unfortunately died. So that was a pity, but you know, without him we would have lost this very easily. Now the enemy team does a very weird play here. They're helping us. They're giving us very easy shots into their side and rear armor, which is very weird. So we eat the 50 TP for lunch, we eat the IS-22 for dinner, and that makes us a very happy and full tank. Once again, I go for a full reload because I only had one shell left after that. Now my plan is to either go for the Jagdtiger or the SC-130. Now we roughly know where the Jagdtiger is. He is behind that sniping position where he can hide behind the house, but he shows up and he decides to cross in the open. He's trying to go after our Burrasque there, which is a very interesting play by the Jagdtiger, considering that we've practically killed off all of the tanks that can cover his back. I bounced the first shot. The Burrasque tracks him, but we also managed to hit him in the track there, but we didn't really track him, and we managed to sneak the last shot and kill him as well. So that was our 3rd kill. Now this is where, you know, I was saying, you know, unless you have a reason to shoot, you shouldn't reload. And over here, I had a reason to keep the last shell instead of going for a full reload, because I know I can maybe have the chance of putting an extra shell into him. I could have rammed him as well and, you know, put a shot, or, you know, like what happened, my teammate can put a one shot on him and I can put the killing shot as well. If I had gone for a full reload, I wouldn't have gotten that kill. So, you know, those are the kind of times where you really need to make a decision. Do you want to go for a full reload, or do you want to risk it and just go in with maybe 2 shells or maybe 1 shell? You know, sometimes it's a hard decision. Right now I go for APCR. As you can see, I only have 2 shells of AP. It wouldn't really make any sense if I reload those 2 shells, because the reload speed would still remain the same at 33 seconds. So I'm basically going to shortchange myself if I decided to continue reloading AP there. So now we have the UDAS and the STRV left. The UDAS is here. Our Burrasque managed to put 2 shells into him, I think, and we put a very dirty clutch shot there. Once again, that is only possible in an APCR because APCR rounds have really fast shell velocity, so we're able to sneak those kind of very illegal, dirty shots. 1,234 versus 1,000. If I was shooting AP, no, my shell might have been not fast enough to hit the UDAS, and we won't be able to kill him. Finally here, I have 3 shells left. I can clear him here, but I decided to ram him so that I can save credits. That was 6 kills, and that was our Top Gun and that was also a victory. So, of course, we're gonna have to look at the post-game stats so that we will see how we performed in that battle. And quite frankly, that was a really good performance by us, considering that we were able to get the Ace Tanker badge. Now, I think I aced this tank before, or did I just get first class in this? I can't remember, but this was a big battle for me. We were really on the verge of losing that battle. You saw we had a really big hit points disadvantage there. We were disadvantaged by nearly 3,000 damage, 3,000 HP I mean, and 3,000 HP is a big deal at tier 9. That is the same as having a full tier 10 still alive in the enemy team who has full HP. But we were able to make full use of our autoloader. We were able to feed on tanks who were making very bad mistakes by driving in the open. Like the Yag Tiger, the 50 TP, and the IS-22. The two of them were, three of them were a little bit too aggressive in the end there, and they gave us really easy side shots into their weak spots and the weak parts of their tank. So we were able to use that to the fullest advantage. So as you can see in this battle, we did get the Ace Tanker, which is really good. Getting the Ace Tanker means you are above 99% of the server based on experience earned, and I think at that time you just needed 1,217 experience to get the Ace there. But another thing that I also got was the second mark of excellence. Now, I've never played the AMX 5120 for a long time. I only just played this because my platoon mates wanted to platoon, and not my platoon mates, clan mates wanted to platoon, and they like playing tier 9s, so I took out some of my tier 9s, which to be honest are just sitting in the garage. I don't really play tier 9 that much unless I am grinding up to a tier 10. And I was actually quite surprised with this outcome. I didn't expect to have a monster game in the AMX 5120, let alone in a map like Live Oaks, because Live Oaks isn't really the map for big armorless tank. It's more of a map for fast, small, mediums, and really heavily armored heavy tanks. Because you can do the town push very easily if you have armor. But nonetheless, we did get a second mark of excellence, which puts us at 85% in the entire server based on combined damage, which is really good. We also got a bunch of other medals. Fire for Effect, that is always a good medal. It's basically a badge which says that you did more damage than your hit points. And, it's always good to do more damage than your hit points because you stop being a liability to your team. It really means that you are doing more than what you have. But also there was a Top Gun because we got the 6 kills. We managed to ram kill the UDES. Not the UDES. We managed to ram kill the SDR V103 in the end, and we were firing APCR, so we were able to very dirtily sneak that shot into the UDES just before he went down the ridge line, which was very lucky. We could have easily bounced that, and that would have cost us the fifth kill in that game, and ultimately the Top Gun. High Caliber, I mean, no surprises there. We were basically farming all of their tier 9s that whole battle. And we also got a Confederate medal, which I'm not really hyped about this medal. I'm more hyped about this too. So we were first in experience and first in damage in our team, which is very good. We did 6,583 combined damage, which is how we got the second mark. I actually jumped by nearly 2%. So I was down at 83% on the gun mark, but this one battle we just jumped straight up to the second mark of excellence, which is a really hard thing to do. So the 6,583, that can be broken down into 828 assistance damage. We got this damage from shooting the Lorraine 40T earlier. We tracked him and my team managed to double tap him, but we really just did most with 5,755 damage, which is for an autoloader that isn't really hard to do. The hard thing to doing this is remaining safe and remaining alive throughout the entire battle, because autoloader tanks tend to be very fragile, and they tend to be very vulnerable as well because they have such long reload times. So let's go to the team score. Once again, we did have the highest experience. As you can see, the Barask also had a good battle. The Barask actually got 5 experience, just 5 experience lower than us, so he could have easily stolen the top XP spot. But we did get the top gun there, so we kind of have the edge on him. He only got 2 kills, but he still did 3,597 damage in a Barask, which is really, really good. A lot of our team didn't really do as much. I mean, the Scorpion did 0, the EBR Willy tank did 0 as well. I really have to shout out my clanmate here. He was able to hold down the base with his ML2. Now the ML2 is just like AMX 5120. It also uses an autoloader gun. But the difference is that the ML2 is smaller and it has a stronger turret armor, which is better than the AMX 5120, which is basically just paper. And of course, my clanmate, Tortoise, I mean, he did get 1 kill, so I'll give him that. But, he is a really good player with the Tortoise. We've won a lot of games just, with him playing the Tortoise. He knows how to use it. And finally, the post-game stats. We earned 71,000 credits of a premium account. We got an extra 7% because we were playing in a platoon. You get a 15% credit booster if you are playing in a platoon. And 27.5% of extra holiday ops bonus credit boosters. We got another 19,000, so that equates to 97,000 credits in total. Now, tier 9 is not a very cheap tier to play. I was just lucky I didn't take as much damage, so we only paid 9,000 credits to repair about 400 worth of damage. But as you can see, the ammunition is very expensive, and I did shoot some APCR, and I think one APCR in this costs about 3,000, 2,000. I'm not really sure, but it is very expensive. So in the end, we only earned 55,000 credits. Once again, this was a 1,336 base experience game, but we did, with a premium account, it bumped up to 2,004 experience. And we do get the ×2 award because this was our first battle in the AMX 5120 that day, and we also got more experience for playing in a platoon, so that all totaled up to 4,309 experience in that battle, which is really good because we were training our crew. I do have 100% crew, but I'm trying to train the skills in them as well. That was a 9-minute battle. I mean, that was a really good 9-minute battles actually. It could have been worse, and we were playing on a Saturday night, so there were a lot of players online, and every weekend servers do tend to be a little bit frustrating to play in because everyone is online. Even the bad players are online. But we managed to carry this game, and actually we had a lot of good games in this session. In fact, I'm going to link the stream to when this battle was played so that you can see my live I wasn't using my mic then, but if you want to watch more of the good games that we had that night, I am going to link the stream video up here, so look out for that. And that is the AMX 5120. This is one of my favorite tier 9 tanks. Even if it has a really, really long intra-clip reload at 3.33 seconds, which you saw how detrimental that can be a while ago. The tank is really, really solid. It's more solid than the tier 8. I think that's just why I like this tank, because the tier 8 is just, I just don't like the tier 8. The tier 8 is fun, don't get me wrong, but the tier 9 just makes it more fun because you are sitting, you're using less time to reload, and you are doing more damage in general, even though you have 2 shells less in your clip. But anyway, that's the AMX 5120. That was one of my favorite battles. It happened just after Christmas, and that was how that's how you can ace a tank. That's how you can get double mark. You just have to wish that the enemy team is bad. So I hope you all enjoyed this replay. I enjoyed playing this battle. Actually, I wasn't even expecting to ace this tank. I was just like, yeah, let's play tier 9. Let's see what we can do. But that night proved that we can have good battles as well. So thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this battle, this video, and don't forget to leave a like. Really helps out. When you leave a like, it really tells me that you enjoy the content. leave a comment. You can suggest anything. Maybe you want me to play a game. Maybe you have any video suggestions. I do have a Discord link. I do have a Discord server. The invite link will be found below in the description box. If you want to join, so that you get updated, you get updated all the time about what I'm going to be doing, or maybe you want to be, you want to have first-hand information coming out of me. You will get it all there in the Discord server. I really want to build a community. That would be fun. And last but not least, please subscribe. Don't caress the subscribe button. Just make it hard. Just like leaving a like. If you subscribe, that will be even more. I would appreciate even more, because subscribing, it basically means you want to follow me. And the fact that you want to follow me means that you are enjoying the content. I hope you're not subscribing just because I told you to subscribe. I know, just subscribe if you want to. Don't force yourself. But it is free. You can subscribe, and you can unsubscribe as well. Although that would bring tears to my heart. That will tear my heart. But anyway, thanks for watching. And maybe I would make more of these videos where I will feature games from my stream and give a much more live commentary on what I was thinking, or why did I do that, or where did I go wrong. For me, I take this, I use this opportunity to learn from my mistakes. There were mistakes that I made in this game. Not as much, but if I could work on these mistakes, it will make me a better player. And it's also good that I'm sharing these mistakes with other players, so that others won't make the same mistake as I did. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.